So one of the other areas that I know a lot of people struggle with when it comes to selling is the ability to pick up the phone and make what I would call targeted calls, or even in some cases colder calls to prospects that you've never worked with. It's one of those challenges that makes people go white with fear, thinking that they're going to speak to someone that they've never spoken to before around what it is they do. Sometimes in sales, cold calling is not necessarily the right approach, but targeted calling to a group of prospects that we know we can offer a defined service for is important when it comes to getting sales results. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 key tips that you can use in order to make better first-time sales calls. So one of the main worries that people have when it comes to making calls is they're really already before they start the phone call, they're worried about what the person at the other end of the line is going to think or say. The reality is we can't control what goes on at that other person's mindset. We don't know whether it's the right time for them or the wrong time. But what we can do is control our actions and how we feel in order to be able to make that call in a successful way. The first thing I tell people not to think about is to not think that it's personal to them. People worry that if they're going to make a phone call to someone and they then get some words said to them that's nasty, or someone tells them to bugger off, or some other words, maybe more direct than that it's personal, it's attracted at them and it means that they're a failure. It's not about that. Calling works, but the key thing to consider is that it's not personal. That person doesn't know you, they're not trying to attack you, they're not looking to take any anger that they may have out on you directly. And so what you've got to put in your mind is to understand that it isn't personal, and you've got to be able to accept that what you're doing is your duty and your job to be able to engage, and also because you believe you can help them. Put those thoughts in your mind rather than the negativity around that it's personal and they're having an attack at you, and it's going to help you at least pick up the phone in the first place. The second thing I talk to people a lot about when you make a phone call is to really think, what's the worst that's going to happen? So let's say you pick up the phone and someone at the other end says, "Get off my line, I don't want to speak to you," and puts the phone down. What's the worst that's happened? Someone said that to you. So what? It's not like someone's come in and chopped off my arm or cut off my head. The reality is, too many people get worried about what might happen before they actually look to take that action. And we can't worry about what that is. We've got to think, what's the worst that can happen as a result of this? They're going to say no and not want me to contact them again. But that's not going to mean my life's going to end or things are going to change from a personal basis. It just means that for that moment or two, it's not going to go the way I want it to. You've got to think positively, but you've also got to be prepared to know that the worst that can happen is not really that bad a situation. And so use those thoughts when it comes to making the call, and it's going to help you pick up the phone in the first place. So fear is one of the other key reasons why people don't want to pick up the phone. They're worried about what to say or how to say it or how to engage with someone that they've never spoken to before. And they let those thoughts come into their mind rather than actually thinking what's made them want to make the call in the first place. As salespeople, we have a duty, especially if we really know that our product or service can make a difference to someone. We have a duty to help those people and to try and show them that there's a different way, that we can solve their problem, or that we can give them an aspiration to work towards. The key thing is focus on what it is that you're doing this for, your real inner purpose and drive, and also the results that you want to achieve from this. Maybe you want to accomplish a goal or a certain achievement, then focus on those elements, not the worry about making the call in the first place. If you focus on doing your duty of really trying to help and serve that prospect, and really what drives you as a person, it's going to help you make a much more effective conversation with the person. And do you know what? Yes, 6 or 7 out of 10 of them may say it's not right for them. But if you can get 2 or 3 that are interested in having a further conversation, then the feelings that you'll get from that will far outweigh any negativity you've got towards picking up the phone in the first place. So if you're going to achieve the results that you want, let's focus our minds not about the worry and concern we have about picking up the phone and speaking to someone, but about the results that it can give us and how it can make us feel, and more importantly, how we can help the prospect who doesn't know what you offer yet, but when they do find out is going to be thrilled that you've engaged with them. Feel positive, think positively around that call and that engagement, and I can assure you that it's going to help you get better results. Getting sales results is all about getting your mind in the right place. And in order to do that, I've partnered up with one of the world's leading hypnotherapists, a guy called Mark Bowden. Mark is a renowned expert in his field and has helped people from so many different walks of life and in different areas achieve better results as a result of helping them control and train their mind to think differently. And me and Mark have partnered up because we know how important it is for salespeople to get better results with their mindset. whether it helps them with self-confidence, whether it helps them dealing with rejection, whether it helps with sales presentations. If you can train your mind to enable you to get better results, I can assure you it's going to help you on your day-to-day work and activity. The work that I've done with Mark is about giving you resources that you can use in your daily life and recordings that you can listen to in the morning or before you go to bed that's going to make you a better salesperson. So why not take a look at what Mark's recordings can offer you by clicking at the link below and see how you can adjust your sales approach by getting your mind in a much better place.